More than 8,400 federal employees have been impacted by the government shutdown. So now several different local organizations are pooling their resources to help military families in the mid-state. A 4-day resource fair is now underway in Clarksville and in Oak Grove. It offers financial help, job opportunities, and access to therapists.
It is very stressful not knowing when that money is coming in. Working with creditors, trying to make sure bills are covered, groceries are covered, gas is covered, everything. Knowing that we're not in this alone is a really big help too.
This resource fair runs through Saturday. It's going to be held in Christian County and in Montgomery County.